the videos?
What videos?
The assignments. Yeah, you can just upload in Google Classroom. Did you see the link? No, I won't be grading it. I think the guys that are in Pakistan will be grading the assignment.
You should have done better.
Yeah.
So like they want us going here. Oh, where's in Pakistan? Pakistan's but we are trying to just get me there. Do you know that I'm manifesting, okay? Manifesting. That's a word I mean.
Okay. So guys, let's start on the. Today we are having a session number 10, right? This is session number 10. What are we covering? CSAs. How many properties can you see on the research already? Gave you yesterday.
Sorry?
How many properties are in there?
Properties.
Yeah.
Max.
Okay, one. Give me one.
Oh, just one.
One. Yeah. Okay. Min, just min.
You said I see one.
You said min. Min is understandable. Minimum what? With.
What? Okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
Okay.
Fine.
So, the second one? Okay, what does minimum do? Just minimum. Sorry?
Make it smaller. Some specifically makes it smaller, isn't it? I can't remember, but it's the word smaller.
Okay. Next?
Bigger. So,
okay.
I will explain also doesn't make it smaller.
It's all the way.
Seek value for the word, the minimum word would be a smaller. Yeah, something like that. I can't remember. I love element.
Okay, I see guys. Yeah.
You can use it in just like FYI, so I know everybody search. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll be quiet now.
Okay, so what do you say, sister?
I'm sorry, Tanvi. I'm sorry. I feel so bad.
Nah, guys, it's okay. It's okay. Let's start. So, we'll start with the revision. I hope you still remember yesterday we covered the nth child pseudo selector. Nth child pseudo selector. A descendant selector. A first of type pseudo selector. Who still remembers the pseudo selectors? What do you remember with them? Was there anything that was said yesterday still on your mind about pseudo selectors? Can you guys, any of you guys, just pick yourself. Just tell me what do you understand about.
I mean, the descent is wrong.
Okay.
So the descent is like when you put body that you can play the grandparents and style, the parents and what each one is like the child and so like it all got on each other like a generation.
Okay.
So like there's like a descent like go under close book.
Yeah.
It's like you saw the new one and
Nice one. And next, guys, we have nth child pseudo selector, descendant. She just explained what was a descendant selector. We still have nth pseudo selector and first of type pseudo selector. Just explain your understanding. Yeah.
Nth child pseudo selector that targets a specific one or one's interest.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you, for example, want to highlight the loss,
Yeah.
5 in the list.
Let's just say if you want to style, yeah, because
specific formula to target them.
Nice. And we have first of type pseudo selector. Is there anyone who want to try?
if you have
Say it now.
one,
Oh, okay.
if you want to talk it like you have one, 2,
First, okay. So what does it take? The first one or the last one? The first one. Okay, we have another pseudo selector which is last of type. What does it do? You can tell us. So all of these selectors, what are they doing? What are they selecting? What is the reason behind the selection of this? The first question, what are they selecting? HTML elements. Okay. Why are they selecting these elements? Anyone? Cindy at the back, you're not interacting today. Why are they selecting these elements? No. You have to try. Remember, there isn't a... No. You have to try. So you don't want to try? What if I can say I'm not feeling like talking today? Is that okay? That is not normal. So, let's go back there again. What was... My question to you was... Can you remind me? Oh, the selectors. Why are we selecting? Oh, she said we are selecting elements. I am asking you. Remember when we are doing CSS, right? And you do understand what is CSS, what is it used for. So I'm asking in that context. I'm not just asking it just to test your knowledge. No. I'm interested in your understanding. It doesn't matter how, So why are we selecting elements?
For styling it.
For styling. So you knew the answer. You see, right there. It wasn't complex. It just needed you to be free and speak. So that is the valid answer. The reason why we select elements for styling purposes. Styling purposes means your colors, it might be a layout, or the size, which is the dimensions, your width and height, the position, that is layout, for all of those reasons, because that's what we use CSS for, which is, if we still remember the definition of the CSS, which is cascading style shape, right? And how many ways we can insert CSS? How many ways? I know how many ways, right? We can insert CSS and be understood by the HTML template. 3. Okay, can you give me one?
The most appropriate one is the external.
Sorry?
The most appropriate one I think is external.
So external. So one external. So can we get another one? Because she said we have about 3. No. Yeah. So inline. Then the last one we have external, inline, internal. Okay, sure. So that's what we covered yesterday. Then after that, we might not have taken. We won't take a break. Then we'll go straight to the font weight property, the border properties. It's not just one property on the border, it's properties because it is a shorthand property, right? Same with the list style, it is also a shorthand property. We'll go in, we will expand some other properties that go with it. Then on number 6, we have min width, which was explained by Zainab, and we also have max width, which was explained by my sister right here. Sister. So let's continue, guys. Why you guys are laughing? Come on, we're having a session here. You guys just relax. You'll see. So who must I choose to read for me? Okay, sure. Okay, sure.
Because I have a question.
Okay.
Then
please, volume Yana. Yeah.
Okay. The nth child pseudo clause in CSS allows you to select elements based on their position within a variable. It takes an argument in the form of an equation like n plus b to define which elements to select. It selects elements that match the formula provided.
Okay, so the nth child pseudo-class in CSS allows you to select elements based on their position within a parent element. It takes an argument in the form of an equation like an plus b. To define which elements to select, it selects elements that match the formula provided. So, what I'm getting from that speech, is it a speech? Yeah. Yeah. So what I'm getting there is the nth child pseudo-class selector. It takes in a formula, right, that it uses to select children of the list, because what I'm getting there is that there is a parent and there is children, right? So in order for you to use it, you can use it on something that has children, which is something that on a container that has children, right? Which is children. I mean, by saying children, I mean in embedded or nested elements within the parent, right? Yeah. So who's going to read? Yeah.
So the nth child will select a nested element within
The parent, yes, yes. But there is a formula. There isn't just one formula. There's a. It depends on the one that you feel comfortable with, right? Hence, I said, go home, do thorough research on the formula so that you can see which one fits for you. Because we even saw that we have odd, or you can just use integers, plain integers, so that you can specify the order or the element that you want to be styled, or the children that you want to be styled. Right. By the way, the formula is for a pattern. Let's say if you want to define a pattern, you can do that with the formula. But they do have reserved words such as your odd, your even. That is also a formula. Yeah, that's why I said do thorough research so that you can see what I'm talking about by saying the formula. Right. Are we all clear? 100%. Right? Okay. The descendant select and CSS selects all elements that are descendants of a specified element. It is represented by a space between two selectors. It's used to apply styles to an element that is a descendant of another specified element. The descendant selector in CSS selects all the elements that are descendants of a specified element. It is represented by a space between two selectors. It's used to apply styles to an element that is a descendant of another specified element. So can tell me anything about that? I think you already, can you try to redefine what you were saying earlier?
So we use like body and there's like your extension and style that you parent and each one will be like a child, so they going off each other like that.
Mm-hmm.
if you like,
Yeah.
okay, so now when you I think that down in CSS there, I'm trying to picture how you
Okay.
understand how you say the body is parent,
Yeah.
the grandparent, and I'm not sure if you can like hear my question.
Okay. Can I just
On the board.
try? Yeah. I'll show you.
Yes.
I think I wrote it somewhere.
So we do remember the children, container, parent, yeah. So what she's saying is the body tag, right, which contains the content that goes to the page, right? This is the opening tag and closing tag of the body. Just forget about this right away. Yes.
So you can see my.
Yeah. So whatever goes in between these tags, right? This body tag is automatically called what? Parent. Right. Whatever is in here. No. Yeah. Because the children are descendant. Yeah. So I call children. But I'm interested in this naming because with CSS you'll get a lot of this naming, even when you are working with layer such as Flexbox, your GUI, you'll get this a lot. So you need to understand the relationship between the parent, which is the container, and the children, which is the items. descent of a body, right? Do you understand the relationship of a descent selector? Not really. Do you really understand this? 100%. Can you guys explain it to me? Because I don't trust you right now. Can you explain it to us?
Okay, as I like to understand the uses of coordinates, so basically you have to get the image is basically the student showing
Okay.
that will be
Okay. Okay, did you hear that explanation? Okay. So, let's go to the third one, which is the first of type 0 class selector. In CSS, the first of type 0 class in CSS selects the first element of a specified type among its siblings. It's useful when you want to style the first occurrence of a specified type of element. The first of type 0 class in CSS selects the first element of a specified type among its siblings. It is useful when you want to style the first occurrence of a specified type of element. So, just explain that for us. Aisha, sorry. Can you explain the first of type 0 class? Selector.
That's not much sure but
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just going to go into the name and select the first type of like that.
Yeah.
Sounds good, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Would that be like, I'm asking, with tables, so like maybe first level, each one you use that?
That too, you can use it for that because, yeah, that's definitely. Like, there's a lot of use cases for it. It's like I was making an example of a list, right? But it does not end there. Remember the relationship, okay? The parent and the nested being children. So as long as there is that relationship, yeah, you understand? I'm trying my best here. Okay, let's go. Learning offline. Yo, that is.
Yeah, because it is not working. So it's other you can see examples of it.
Yeah. I understand. That's why I'm saying on Monday there's a big revision class. I'll be here early, I think around 11, doing my own thing until you guys arrive.
Tomorrow?
There isn't a class tomorrow. Thursday. You're sorry, Monday. No. Oh, do you want some extra classes tomorrow? No, you guys are naughty. Let's go back. Yeah. So, who can tell us about the CSS font weight property? I know I already asked the question, but I need this to sink in your minds, right? Yabo, at the back.
Okay, what I understood from the process that I did about the
font weight.
CSS font weight is that it sets the weight, like the boldness of the font. Well, that's thickness of the font. Is it
Sorry.
It's the thickness of the.
Yeah, like you can.
The weight.
Yeah. So guys, remember I spoke about Word the other day, right? So on Word we have that B. Let's say if you highlight the text and press the B, yeah, it makes it bold. So the property behind that is the font weight, because it controls the weight. Sometimes you can use light, then it can be light semi-bold or.
Like say 900.
You got it right. So whenever you think about CSS, just picture your Word editor. No, don't vibe with them. They're just trying to disturb us.
But some of the things are similar to like the word editing, like the CSS fonts, like the bold factor and like the font size, the font words, like it's similar, but just
almost anything that is on Word is on CSS.
How can you say like a I wouldn't say equation, but I can't give you the proper word.
I think I understand what you're saying. It's like Windows, it's like the output of CSS. In a way, like what?
Remember? Okay. Like the example you are making is not entirely wrong, right? Because since CSS is used for styling purposes, there are some technologies that are also used for styling purposes. But in the browser context, which is on Opera, Chrome, we use CSS, right? But on Windows, it's different. It's a whole different platform because you are no longer working on the browser. You are working on the desktop directly. Because remember, browser. Remember when we were building applications, when we are developing applications, we are developing applications with an end goal of the platform that we're using, right?
Software.
Sorry?
Software.
No, the platform, which a browser is a platform because it has a lot of softwares that are running within. It is a platform. Your mobile phone, like it is a platform. There are some applications that are specific to just mobile phone. If you were to install it on your, let's say if I were to use an exe installation on an Android phone, it would not work. APK. Exactly. Same thing over. So it's different styling technologies for different platforms.
How did we get on this topic? So do you link them?
I forgot. Oh yeah. Sorry. Do you link what?
So because you said it's different. Obviously, what's this word and the CSS thing is as though that as much as we see similarities, there are different applications.
Let me just put it this way: like CSS does not create fonts, right? But it has properties that you can use to apply fonts. Am I being clear? Since HTML doesn't have style, it has only what? Template, which is the structure, the bare bones, right? CSS is that technology in the browser that brings that beautiful styles and that beautiful layout and the animation, which is yeah. So what you see on presentation, what you see on Word, is a combination of CSS because on presentation you see animations, right? What you see on spreadsheet, which is Google Spreadsheet, right? That is a database to us. That's a database, which is an SQL database, which is structured query language database, which is the traditional databases. So these things that we're doing right now, you're just guys learning behind the scenes, what goes on behind the scenes of these technologies, right? So what is on the browser is not a browser is platform agnostic. What device do you know that doesn't have a browser? That you know that doesn't have a browser? Yeah.
So I have a question.
Sorry?
The if they said
MP3 player.
actually you should have internet.
And where do you run internet? On the browser. You understand?
Small fridge. What was your initial question? Because I don't know. We actually branched out because we said something about
Okay, let's go back. I was just explaining the phones and everything.
Yeah, because we took one, you guys speak about desktop and people from the other white man to the people about building software or what?
Yeah. Okay. When you are building.
Okay, what is this?
No. Let me just clarify something. When you guys are learning front-end technology such as HTML, CSS, just know you're building for a platform that is called a browser, which is internet, right? That's why I said browser, a platform agnostic, which is it does not need a desktop or mobile. You can access it all over. Yes. So is that clear? To sure. So who can tell me about the border properties, or list any 3 border properties that you know? Because border is a short-term property. There's a lot of properties that fall under the border property. Okay? I just one, not three. Just give me one.
That's why she wanted to so someone else.
Okay, sure. You said border style, border color, border style, border color.
The only border properties I know is like they see like the style, like I know it's one piece with aluminum size style, and there's another one in color. It's the only properties I know. Everything else I know.
Okay.
But
So,
sorry, oh wait, I think it's also the style where you get from the edges or something. Can you
no, that is border radius. That is a border radius. Border radius.
There's four under there.
Not really.
Oh, okay, my
Not really, but it does belong there because you cannot define a border radius without defining a border.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
It's the border type.
Yes, there is a border type which is dotted. You underline. When you are cheating. Is there a border type? When I say yes, that's my answer. Very tricky. Okay, so can you guys list any three? No, not three. Make it 10 even. CSS units. Number 1,
Pixel.
2, 3.
What did they say?
Any 10 CSS units?
And it's also VH. Is that?
How? You just gave me 200 words so that I can
That's also possible. So you're disappointed with my first
I'm not disappointed, I just want one.
You look disappointed with my answer. I'm like,
I'm happy, I'm more than happy. I'm more than happy because you guys are showing me that you are doing your own research, which means you take this serious. So I'm more than happy so that I just want to see everyone interacting so that I can know who's lagging behind so that I can try to assist. You see? No, I got this. Percentage. Do you have another one? Okay. See this one in the back?
No, I don't know.
Okay.
You can actually new people.
Okay.
CM.
Centimeters. Yes. Even centimeters, even meters are units. You know, meters, kilometers, they're all units, right? But not in CSS. You don't have kilometers in CSS because kilometers stuff is We do have centimeters. And we also have CH, which is CH, stands for characters, right? So, you guys have used the style, the units. EM, that was already said. There is VH, VW, VMAX, and VMIN. But that is not up for discussion for today. We'll discuss when we dive in depth in the next week. Oh, sorry, guys. Okay, let's dive property. Is anyone familiar with that property? Let's dive. Okay, you go first.
Is that where you can change the bullet form to like squeeze or the Robert now this style? Is it that?
Okay, you can even add images because this style is a shorthand properties. You can even add images. You see on the bullet points, you can basically just add your own images like your face there. Yeah. And we spoke about min, width, and max width. I don't want you guys of abusing this to tidy properties because you do know them. But the definition you gave me is half true. Yeah, right. It is half true. Okay, let's see what do you have.
The piece is fixed now.
Someone
fixed.
Yes.
Yeah, he's really trying to fix it. Let me just check on him. Where is he?
practically in the server.
Oh, in the server room. Oh, yeah.
Yes, you can go to me.
So must we continue?
Yes.
All right. So now we are covered. Oh, okay. Just forget the tags and elements. So I forgot to write properties. So we have a font weight. The font weight property is used to set the thickness or boldness of the text. Values can be normal. Remember, I said in CSS that's how we work. We work with properties, and then we fill them with values, right? So, property used to set the font weight property is used to set the thickness or boldness of the text, right? Values can be normal, bold, bolder, lighter, or numeric values like 100, 200, 900. 100 being the smallest, and 900 being the highest, right? The descendant select and CSS select all elements that are descendant of a specified element. It is represented by a space between two selectors. It's used to apply styles to an element that is a descendant of another specified element. I just spoke about this, but yeah, honest mistake. The border properties. Various properties are used to style borders around elements include border width, border style, and border color, right? So the shorthand property border has three properties that go with it, which is border width, border style, and border color, right? Which is, we understand the width is the thickness of the border, right? And the border style, whether a border is dotted, because we have different types of borders. If that makes sense. Yeah. Sorry? 9 types. Can you just give us the examples? Dotted, dashed, solid, double, groove,
Depends
on the browsers, on the sub. So I was just calling out those that are broadly supported, which is the one that I just called. But thank you for raising that up, because in the nearest future they might be supported by other browsers and they might end up in usage. Yes, sir. So on CSS units are used to define lengths in CSS, such as pixels, percentage, m, which is relative to the font size. The way it is calculated, it is relative to the font size. If you set the font size to be 20 pixels, the one pixel, let's say EM is equal to 16 pixels. If you're using 2M, multiply 16 by 2, which is 32 pixels. So you just need to focus on understanding the fixed units and the relative units, right? That's where the trick is. I'm going to find you a video that explains it all, right? But in that video, there's no one that is coding. They just tell you about the sizes, right, and the units.
Now then, we give circuitry.
No, I'll share it in the group. No worries. No worries. I'll share it in the group.
I just use that VH stuff. Responsive. That's it. I don't know what it does.
No worries. No worries. Let's go. So, the list style. Who can read for us? Anyone on the list style property? Yeah.
Property of the style of list items, URL, in HTML. Used to set different list styles like units, numbers, or other markers.
Okay. Can you explain what you understand out of that?
Okay. So it's basically, instead of just your average list that HTML creates, you can basically customize it a bit more. So instead of just like the bullets that come up for unordered lists, you can change it to something else, something like your face. That's what you're going to do.
Guys, give me a that was dope. Okay, sure. Not again.
So sometimes you can just skip that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So Min width. Okay, now we'll discuss the min width and the max width properties. Who can read for us the min width? Just the min width. At the back. At the back. Yo, singiswa. Po.
The minimum width says the minimum width for an element. It ensures that an element will not be smaller than the specified width.
Sure, yeah.
So the understanding is the minimum width sets or makes that specified element smaller.
Okay, nice. Who can give us the max width? And also tell us what do you...
Is it sets? Okay.
Sorry?
No.
Now I'm going to explain. I'm just asking for your understanding, and then I'm going to submit your understanding. No worries. Max width? No one? Now you see what I wanted to explain.
So basically, sorry, I'm not explaining.
Okay.
I'm just saying. So basically, instead of it's not really what you mean sizes, so to say. It sets what's the lowest you can go and what's the highest you can go.
Okay.
So you can't set it over higher than maximum concept.
So when we spoke about dimensions, you're right. I just want to demonstrate this because you just gave us the answer that I was looking for. So remember when I spoke about the dimensions, right? The width and the height, right? Which is, the width, which is starts from here to the other side, right? The height up to here, right? So picture that you have an element in the screen and you set the width to be 125 pixels. This is by the way a fixed length unit, right? Which means you are giving your element this size, right? So let's say, since I say the browsers are platform agnostic, which means you can use the browsers anywhere, right? 125 pixels on the screen won't be the same here, right? Maybe it will just get smaller there, but here it can be a huge thing, right? So the min width, you can predefine the width, then still have the min width and the max width. So the max width, min width, it controls how much can it shrink depending on the screen size, right? It can only shrink up until a certain point. Same with max width, how much can it grow on the max width? So you are controlling, because sometimes I spoke about when you open a JPEG image on a huge screen like this. I'm not sure if you guys noticed when I just looked in here, there was a picture here that was clean scratch, right? Started from scratch. You see that on my wallpaper? My wallpaper, guys. Yes. If you take a clear look in the picture, on the wallpaper, there's tiny blocks. Yeah, those blocks are pixels. Pixels are basic blocks that make up a picture. Or you can go to the phone, download a picture, then try to zoom in as much as you can so that you can start seeing the blocks. It doesn't matter what quality it is. That's why the more the quality, the bigger the size.
And the more pixels.
Now you got it. So, as I was saying, the max width is for controlling how much can it grow. The min width, how much can it shrink based on the screen sizes. So, by the way, let me just give you a tip. That is a basic. These two properties, min width and max width, they are the basic of responsive web design, which is designs that adapt to all screen sizes. Basic or fundamentals. Because when you reach there, you find some interesting units, fundamentals. Not this part. I was just telling you just some extra things. So as I was saying, the min width sets the minimum width for an element. The min width, which is just stop shrinking when you get at this level. Stop growing when you get at this level. Very simple.
That's why there are a lot of like sites also that they have to like compensate for phones. Also, you have to like scroll to see things so you. A lot of security cam stuff is not for mobile. I just want to add a bit to what she said as well. You know what you want to say? So sometimes what you need to like, you have to put it on. Sometimes it does take a few devices, but some content on. I don't have to explain it. It's just not what you see isn't what you see on your desktop.
Yeah.
Then you have to put it on desktop mode, like your browser has it, and then that's basically like desktop mode.
Okay. Yeah. So let's go to the next page and see what we have. So guys, are you enjoying today's session? Are you enjoying today's session? Are you really enjoying today's session?
About what?
Are you really enjoying today's session?
Yeah.
Is it because there's a technical problem with the PCs?
She said yes.
She said yes.
I didn't say anything.
Is it because there's a problem?
I enjoyed it.
Oh, okay. So we have examples here. So the first example we have is property font weight. Let me just go through this. The font weight CSS property says the weight or boldness of the font. The weights available depend on the font family that is currently set. We have font families. Your sans serif, your open sans, that is called font families because they are a group of fonts that we can have available on our devices or we can use on our devices when we want to display text. Those fonts are used for what? Text, not images. Sorry. If you guys had your PCs working, you would be playing with these examples. Sorry guys. So the minute you on here, just type font weight, then go the example so that you can see these different values. Because if you can see here, it's same property but with different values. Right. Remember, property, value. That's how CSS was set. So if you take a look at here, it's highlighting the bold, that's what I chose when I screenshotted this picture. As you can see, the text is bold. Right. So that's how the font weight works. It controls the thickness of the font in the text. So border. The border shorthand CSS property sets an elements border. It sets the value of border width, border style, and border color. Look at this. This is border solid. Boom. Just forget the color because I didn't. There isn't the color. The normal, the default color is black. By the way. So yeah. So if we take a look at the second property, same property but different values. This has one value. This has two values. Same here. Then three values. I'm going to explain each and everything that is in here. Same here. So what we have here, that is the border type. Right. Since this is a shorthand, we can specify any value of those three expanded properties that belongs to the border family. Right. So solid is a type. Type or style, right? We can say style because border, this dash and red, style, and the color, which is, remember she said something about border color. Same here. The size, which is the width of the border. If you see this one, right? The solid, also the style. So the order doesn't matter as long as we put it knows what value it is expected from. Right. Same here, click double. This is a color in the hex code format, hex code, which is this dash 32A1C. Same here, 4 millimeters. Remember the units? 4 millimeter. This is a border width size. Range, which is I think it is a border style and the color. Yeah. So, is there any question that you have on border? Okay. So these are the properties that yes, that are a part of the family of the border, which is border color, border style, border width. On this side, on this side, I have even examples, right? Which is what I explained in the previous lesson. You can just take a look and see what you find. So on the next picture, we have CSS values and units. CSS roles contain declarations, which in turn are composed of properties and values. I just said that now. Each property used in CSS is a value type that describes what kind of values it is allowed to have. That's it right now. You can just insert anything. Oh, my phone for the case. You can have custom phones, but you need to understand the process of building custom phones before you can use them. Right. It is allowed, CSS roles contain declarations, which in turn are composed of properties and values. Each property used in CSS is a value type that describes what kind of values it is allowed to have. In this lesson, we will take a look at some of the most frequently used value types, what they are and how they work. Right. Remember, we spoke about pixels, relative sizes with PL, RAM, dimming, Vmax, but we didn't get in depth with those. Those are CSS. So let's check the second example and see what we have on this on the following page. There you go. Come on. Yeah. All right. Okay. So on this slide, we have the list style property. Hi guys, focus. We have the list style property. The list style CSS shorthand property allows you to set all the styles properties at once. Right. Let's check here. How many values do we have here? How many values do we have here? 1, 2, here, 1. Okay. But it turns out you can chunk them all in one place. Same as the border, here it is a shorthand. Same as the margin, same as the padding, shorthand. Same as the background, shorthand.
I always thought there was an order that you had to do.
No, there is no order because it knows what values it is expecting.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So, as you can see here, we have this type square, which is it's telling that with a point into a square. Right, that's one. This one inside, I am interested in this one. There is this UI, which is inside as a bullet point. That's the style manager removes all the bullet points. The style manager removes all the bullet points. This style again, I'm going to use this one inside, which means you can combine it with these values on the same. Can you understand this? Okay. All right. So, this is it, guys. So, what I want you guys to do for me is code, research, and code. Remember, 20% theory, 80% practical. That's how you do it. You mustn't have 80 theory. No. And do we have any questions?
So, can't you just take off the password for the computers and then not the workers?
Sorry?
Can't you take off the passwords of the computers on their workers?
No.
That's the password, the computer had passwords.
Not really. Let's just wait for quality.
I'm just asking, like,
I don't think so. But I think there's something in the main server. I think it expired. We didn't get the system days.
What is this? What is this?
So see, how far are you there, Sandy?
What's our
Assembly.
Oh, it's the
So our all is about anything our assembly. No, I'm so sure. So I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything on my side.
You can't understand it just now.
You didn't see it.
I just copied the information from you.
That's what it's
And I just like say it on your end. So
No, I added it though.
but
Yeah, the fact that you actually added my explore, so I take the something.
what's my number?
So that those one uses what you're but it's kind of, I kind of want to compete one of eating, but just like you don't want to make you fast with us, because it has to end now.
Just
You could put it in the
so now when I added that, but there was a lot more stuff and just that I have a lot more space.
Okay. So, yeah. Discuss it around
What I need is to research this.
research.
It's weird. I'm trying to code it, but it's like
CSS.